In a crowded city lived a young laborer. Poverty had been his companion since childhood. He never had the chance to study, never held books in his hands. Life forced him to work early, carrying bricks and sand at a kiln. Every morning he went out in the scorching sun, and every evening he returned home with a tired body and a heavy heart. Yet inside him, one question echoed again and again. Is this all my life will ever be? Am I born just to carry bricks? Will I never be more than this? Whenever he asked himself, the same hopeless answer came back. I am just a laborer. I cannot change my fate. One afternoon, while lifting bricks, one slipped from his hand and fell to the ground. It hit hard and broke into 2 pieces. He froze in fear, worried about being scolded by the owner. Looking at the broken brick, a wave of sadness rushed over him. He whispered to himself, "This brick is just like my life, broken, useless, worthless." At that moment, the owner of the kiln came near. He picked up the broken brick and placed it gently in the boy's hands. With a soft smile, he said, "This brick is not useless. Broken bricks are placed inside walls, hidden from sight, but they hold the entire building together. Remember this. Just because you feel broken doesn't mean you have no value. A person becomes stronger after being broken." Those words pierced the boy's heart. That night he couldn't sleep. He kept turning in his bed, hearing those words again and again. For the first time, he thought, maybe I am not useless. Maybe I can be something more. The next day, he made a promise to himself. He would not spend his life only carrying bricks. He would learn, he would grow, he would rise. His routine changed. After long hours of hard labor, he sat down with old books, torn newspapers, anything he could find to read. People laughed at him. They mocked, saying, "A laborer reading books? What will he achieve?" But he stayed silent. Their laughter did not break him. In his heart, he carried one truth. Even broken bricks make walls stronger. Life was still harsh. There were nights with no food, days when illness struck, moments when he wanted to give up. His friends told him to stop dreaming, to accept his fate. But he refused. He told himself, "If I stop now, my struggle will die with me. If I keep going, my struggle will live forever." Years passed. His effort bore its first fruit when he got a small clerk's job in a factory. For the first time, he held a pen instead of a brick. People who once laughed were now shocked. But he knew this was not the destination, only the beginning. He continued to learn, to work, to improve. A few more years passed. He gathered courage and started a small business. First, he failed. Losses crushed him. People laughed again. He is a laborer. He can never be a businessman. But he remembered the broken brick. He refused to give up. Every mistake became a lesson. Every failure became a teacher. Slowly, his business grew. Step by step, the poor laborer became a successful man, an employer of many, a figure respected by the same people who once mocked him. When asked about the secret of his success, he would smile and say only this: "I was broken many times, but I never let my brokenness define me. I turned every wound into strength. A broken brick built my foundation." My friends, the message of the story is clear. In life, every one of us breaks at some point. Dreams break, relationships break, our hearts break, and sometimes even we ourselves break inside. But remember, being broken does not mean being finished. Being broken means you are being shaped for something greater. The world may laugh at you, call you useless, tell you that you can't. But one day the same world will applaud you when you rise. Hardships are not punishments. They are preparations. Life is not crushing you. It is carving you into strength. So when failure comes, don't give up. When people mock you, don't stop. And when your own heart says you can't go on, remind yourself, I am not a broken piece. I am the foundation of an entire building. I am stronger than I think.